Check. 1, 2.
Hello, everybody. I am Frankie Moreno, and this is Family Business. It's a new thing we just started, and we hope that you like this. I'm here right now with my brother, Tony.
Hey, everybody.
And that's my boy, Giovanni.
Let's do this thing, guys. Come on.
We wanted a place where we could like hang out and do what we do at the house and talk.
Yeah.
And everyone's invited to come and listen to us talk about nothing.
You know, this actually saves me a lot of time during the day because instead of having our family business via phone call, we could just talk right here.
This is easy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the FaceTime things is not working well.
Yeah, I don't like FaceTime.
We're talking about how did we get here? That's what we're going to talk about this time, right?
Like to this.
How did we get not here like at this table? Like how did we get here where we are in a family playing music together, right? We'll talk about that. But first, let's just kind of catch up. What's been going on? What's been going on?
Well, I'm still kind of hungover from 4th of July, so.
Nice.
Yeah, but what have you guys been doing?
I just got back from Hawaii. I was in Hawaii for a month. You were in...
Yeah, I went down to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico.
Vallarta.
And I was so jealous, man, watching him post all these videos of the food.
Honestly, one of the main reasons I go to Puerto Vallarta is for the food. Mexican food, top.
But you can't
top
drink the
in
water.
world.
You can't drink the water.
Well, do you drink the tap water here?
Ice.
It's not a problem. I mean, it could be a problem, but
And Hawaii now too. Hawaii, like there's zero Mexican food that I think is like worth talking about in Hawaii. Unfortunately, that's the one thing they're missing.
but the poke.
Poke is
Poke.
unbelievable. Poke is unbelievable. Do you like the poke?
That's the only fish I'll eat, yeah.
You like the poke
only
fish?
Tuna,
You won't
Or
eat tuna.
what is
You'll
it,
eat the
ahi?
poke fish.
the ahi tuna.
Tuna is poke. You dumbass.
But I don't like cooked fish.
My gosh, let's have
you know
some
what
wine.
else?
Let's get some wine
Okay.
going. Let's get some wine going.
So we are going to have a drink for the show here. And
Just to loosen up because I'm already nervous. This makes me more nervous than performing shows.
I'm like
So we
shaking.
brought in something special for this
Okay.
for this episode.
What did you
Today
bring?
we have
What do you got?
Diva from
Oh,
Frankie Moreno. I
this
thought
is-
this couldn't be
This is
more
from the-
appropriate.
This is from the deep in the cellar, deep in the back of the cellar through the cobwebs.
Yeah, some of you guys may have tried this or had this wine. My concern is that I hope it's still good.
Yeah, I don't know because I don't think it was sitting properly where it should have been. It's been up in the windowsill getting sun every day.
I actually thrifted this
disgusting.
bottle. I found this bottle at Goodwill. So
Someone
How
just messaged me that they took a picture and they sent a picture to me of one of our shirts that we sell.
Yeah.
The
Heart
Frankie, but it's a lips, it's a kiss. They found it in a. They sent a picture to me. It's like, look at this. I found this in a store. I'm like, where? And they're like, it was at the Goodwill for 75 cents. They bought it, but it was the wrong size.
Ouch.
Yeah.
all right.
Does it look corked? There's a lot of red on that cork.
I think it's going to be all
Let me
right.
see. Let me smell it. So you're gonna bring in the wines each time we do this?
I'll open the wines.
Yeah, that's all right. That smells
We'll
good.
see. We'll see.
That smells good.
And for this special occasion, I also brought in this corkscrew carved from prehistoric elk antler.
What?
Yeah, you want to feel it?
Yeah. This is actually, yeah.
Is that elk antler? That's
I think
for all
the species is Elchidorus maximus.
All right, so here's to family.
That's right.
All right, here's some new things.
All right.
Yeah. Should we do the wine ASMR?
Yeah, you first.
Hey, it's great.
It's good.
You know what? Where can I get a bottle of this Frankie Moreno Diva wine?
Look at this. We're already spilling.
Oh, man.
So, like, you've been in Mexico. I've been in Hawaii.
Okay.
Giovanni, what have you been doing?
Right now, I'm getting a paper towel.
What do you do when we're gone? When we leave, what do you do?
See, it really sucks when they're gone because it really feeds into, you know, me being young and stupid.
All right, so I saw a picture that you posted. You took Wheezy.
I brought Wheezy
French-
on a surfboard.
With sharks in the water? Are you crazy?
Wheezy's my French
See,
bulldog.
Wheezy is the perfect meal for a shark.
A baby shark.
Well, yeah.
No, Wheezy is she comes everywhere, and she has to get surgery on her back leg, not from surfing. She has to get surgery. She has to get surgery on her back leg because she's got those bulldog problems like Stanzi had, and so she's going to next week. But yeah, brought on a surfboard in Waikiki, and she wasn't having it at first because the waves are going. Yeah. And there was this this dude.
He was also on another surfboard?
No, he was just hanging out on the beach.
Like he was in the ocean?
Yeah, and I got I have to take the surfboard out. First of all, I threw out my back trying to carry the surfboard out to the damn water. I bring the surfboard out. Then I have to balance on it and get set. Okay, like I'm comfortable now. And then we bring Wheezy out, and we have to put Wheezy on the board, and she has to get comfortable so we can get a nice picture, right?
Yeah.
And this guy keeps coming out like, "Can I picture, dog? Can I picture? Get out of the damn picture. Get out of the picture." Yeah, that's
so was Lacey also surfing?
No, nobody was surfing. We just had a board, and
you didn't take Wheezy like
we didn't catch any waves. No, we didn't catch any waves or anything like that.
So you took her paddleboarding?
It was a paddleboard.
Yeah.
Well,
wow.
Yeah.
You know what else I did this week? I went and saw that movie. I took Dad. We went and saw that Alien movie.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing people have been posting.
Good?
People have been posting on your page that there's no such thing as aliens.
Well, it is a debate, right?
What do you
think there's aliens.
Well,
I think there's aliens.
I don't know about the aliens, but what I do know is I do not recommend that movie.
It was not
really
good?
Not good.
I just saw Obsession, which is like
that
the
was
talk.
a scary
talk,
movie, right?
Yeah, it's like the talk of the town.
I don't have time to go to the movies because we're balls deep right now in Cutthroat Kitchen. Okay, so let's have a sit down. We're talking about how did we get here,
Right.
and we're going to take it from the top. How did we get here? Meaning,
Childbirth?
no, we don't have to go back that far. Like basically, like what got us all started in music? How is Tony? You're my brother. You're my kid. How did we? Dad played music. How did we get here? The farthest back I can take it is to Grandpa Manny, Dad's dad. Dad's dad played. His name was Manny. Married to my grandma Lily. He's tattooed on my arm right here. No, right here. And Grandma Lily's over here. And
I have them tattooed on the small of my back.
Tramp stamp?
portrait style. But they, Grandpa Manny played in the big bands in New York. They lived in Yonkers in New York, and he would go in to play with the big bands. They're from Italy originally. Grandpa from Napoli and Grandma from Sicily.
That's right.
And then they eventually went out to Santa Cruz from like Southern California. And Dad got really involved in baseball and all that stuff. He was playing baseball in high school.
Pitcher, yeah, right?
Yeah, supposed to play for the Orioles.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to leave. This actually ties into the story good because he didn't want to leave to go play with the Orioles because he wanted to stay home and be with family.
Yeah.
Wanted to play guitar. You know all this.
Well, yes, I know all this, but I enjoy listening to you tell it.
You see what happens?
See what's going on around here, man?
So,
one glass of wine, man.
yeah.
It's just downhill.
That's it. This is actually not bad. I thought this was going to be, what's it called? Corked. Corked?
We didn't get a chance to actually properly review this wine.
Let's do that real quick.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so we have our Diva wine. So
This is a blend. This is a red blend. Get your napkin out.
Blend means Merlot and what?
Blend means Merlot. That's right.
Guys, I'm just getting into wine, all right?
It doesn't. It's a red blend. 60% Merlot, 40% Syrah.
Yeah, I told you. You
It's good.
what do you like about this wine, Frankie?
can tell us all of the notes.
I don't want to put this on the carpet either. Put this on a napkin.
Oh.
Let me see. I can smell hints of a tennis ball, rubber hose, cherry.
When you put your name on a wine,
Yeah.
you have to like it, right? Mm-hmm. So my question for you is, what do you like about this wine?
Well, it's a little different. This is I don't know. This one's been sitting in the window. This one's got sun. That's no good.
Yeah.
I like it because it's a good flavor red. I mean, it's just, to me, it's like mellow. It doesn't have that like bite. Kind of does right now. The tannins.
I think it's the lead from these
It could be
glasses.
Yeah,
the
might
lead
be,
from these Renaissance fair cups. It is a little metallic, isn't it?
No, but that's a serious thing though, Frankie, because a lot of people don't get to make their own wine.
I don't make it anymore. That's a hard business. I did that. We did the red blend. We did a Pinot Grigio.
Oh man, yeah.
We did Chianti.
Chianti was great, yeah.
a sparkling champagne.
I found this one in the bin section at Big Lots.
When we went out to taste the Chianti, we went out there with Matteo and Alex to our friends that in Italy. They live in Prunetta.
You sourced the Chianti from there, right?
So we went right to Chianti, which is 20-minute drive.
Yeah.
Went to Chianti, and they're like, "Here, try these are the grapes for the Chianti wine, right?"
Okay.
And they let you taste one.
Yeah.
And they're not good. You know what I mean? Because they're wine grapes.
They're not meant to be.
They're not like
that.
eating like sugary cotton candy grapes from Trader Joe's. You know, so like it's you taste like kind of good. And I'm out there, and I'm walking around. I'm picking the grapes. I'm eating the grapes. I go back to the it's a bed and breakfast or whatever, Bella Vista.
Right.
I go back and oh my God, I felt like I gave birth to my own intestines. Like it was like this the craziest.
But like it was pleasant.
No, it was terrible. The craziest.
Wait, so
scenario.
you're telling me the Diva wine is made out of that?
No,
Frankie, everyone's seeing a brand new side of you.
No. So what happened was he let me taste it, and that's one. But I was eating them, thinking we could eat these, but they're covered in pesticide. He's like, "You ate more than one?" I must have ate a bunch of these pesticide. Anyway, so Grandpa.
Well,
They moved to California, and Dad got involved. He was at Holy Cross High School in Santa Cruz, California, and he got involved in baseball and all that. And he wanted to play guitar. He saw Elvis Presley on TV at Sullivan.
Right, Mama.
And his own story, he goes, "I just wanted to learn enough so I could play some songs to have a band." That's what Dad always says. So Dad started this band, and we still have that guitar. That was Grandpa's guitar that he got in World War II, and passed it down to Dad, and we still have that in our family.
It's a beautiful guitar.
But so Dad got into that. Dad goes on, his brother, our uncle, Joe, played sax. They started a band called the Moreno Brothers, and they started playing around Santa Cruz, cover band, and like anything else that sounds like Elvis.
He told me he played some Bee Gees.
Any song that sounded like Elvis might have sang it, or maybe Elvis did do it, they'd cover that. And Dad had the sideburns. Uncle Joe had the sideburns.
Yeah. Didn't they play like old Italian songs too? Wasn't there an accordion in the band at one point?
No, Dad had like a side gig that he played with, I want to say Jimmy Durante. Jimmy Del Porto was his name.
We're throwing it way back, Santa Cruz.
Way back. So anyway, so Dad forms this band. I come around. I'm born. Dad would hold these. So first of all, we got to talk about the jam session where they would play in the garage. They would rehearse in the garage. So we had this little tiny house in Santa Cruz. It's on Dufour Street if anybody wants to go down there and visit.
Don't be giving away our childhood address.
Oh,
this is crazy.
No, let people go see.
Why don't you give us?
I actually went there last month and I put a plaque in front
Our
of it.
mother's maiden name. Your first pet. Just give everything away, Frankie.
All the passwords. So
Jeez.
he would rehearse in the garage, but in the garage, someone in the family, not Dad, but someone in the family hunted.
I want to say that was Dr. Wickham.
He wasn't in the family, though. Sort of.
What is your family, Frankie? Don't you kind of choose?
That's true.
If you're at the house every weekend for dinner, you're your family.
That is true. So maybe it was him, but I don't know. It was somebody. But they would hunt like duck. And so we had all these taxidermy duck in the garage, and the band, and it was dusty and gross. And the ducks, like some of the ducks were just like you walk by and you slam the garage door and like dust falls off the duck.
It's kind of disgusting.
Yeah, it's super disgusting.
Those poor ducks.
This is not anything to do with me. And they would rehearse in the garage. And the louder they played, like wings would fall off these dusty ass ducks. Remember that? Oh, you weren't born yet.
No,
you still weren't around.
I remember the ducks actually.
So anyway, there was this guy who played the piano with Dad and Uncle Joe. His name was Fenton Murray. And that was my first experience with like jamming with the band. I started playing really young, whatever. We don't need to get into all that. But playing by ear. But then I now know a little bit about the piano. And here comes this guy, Fenton, playing with Dad and Uncle Joe. And he would play, and I would just stand there and watch him.
I would watch him play too. but the only thing I could stare at was all the hair
And
on
knuckles.
His, oh my gosh.
Oh,
He had-
I
he
know
had
the
these
story about
knuckles.
Yeah,
He had
hairy
these-
knuckles, hairy ass knuckles.
You know, that's a unique thing too. Like growing up. Okay, so painting the picture of these rehearsals, right? Like it was a tiny little house, tiny little street, neighbors packed in everywhere. Everyone
we're
knew
a
everybody.
block from the beach.
We were right up the street from. Yeah, back then it was kind of a different city, right?
West Cliff Drive on Santa Cruz, California.
Right. Our street filled with professional surfers, right? It was like a whole vibe.
We knew everyone on the street, and we had like 4 of the top 10 surfers in the world
Yeah.
living on that street. We had 2 professional artists. We all the gamut. We had a professional magician living next door to us, like in the city. We had all these things right on the street. It was very eclectic.
Pretty cool streets.
Just the energy of that. I mean, Dad would set up their entire PA system pointing back in at them.
It was a cool way to grow up, and then on the weekends that they weren't playing shows, they would open the garage door and rehearse.
I bet the neighbors lived
And the
there.
neighbors would come hang out, and like people would bring food over, and they'd bring their beers over, or whatever, and people would just hang out and sit on like lawn chairs, and they'd be playing music, and now I'm getting to play a little bit with them.
So this is Santa Cruz in decades ago. We don't want to
the
date
80s.
ourselves here, but
it was
yeah.
the 80s.
That sounds amazing.
So like you kind of call it like a block party, I guess, right?
Yeah.
One thing I'm going to give mom and dad like super credit for, they made instruments like toys.
Yeah.
They made the instruments like if you eat all your broccoli, you can touch the
play it.
guitar.
Yeah.
So it became this like baseball bat or basketball or kite.
Whatever it is you're into.
Yeah.
And it would be all the instruments, right? It wouldn't because of the
Everything.
band practices, we had drums, we had basses,
Because we had the band practice, so
pianos.
everything was always set up in the house.
yeah, that was awesome.
There was the garage was a concert room.
Yeah. So note to you out there with the young ones, put a guitar in the corner, just see what happens.
See what happens. Go ahead. See what happens.
Dare you.
A guy in Santa Cruz, his name was Dirk Andrews. He's doing this, what do you call it? Like thing at one of the schools.
Like a school of rock, but before that
yeah,
was
like an
a thing.
extracurricular thing. And so he had only 4 people sign up. And he had a little setup at the school, drums, bass, guitar, piano, just like, and everything had a mic. Every setup, a drum set, mic. Bass with a bass amp, mic. He had it all set up. He was a bass player.
Yeah.
He actually ended up being our bass player for quite some time. So he had this setup, and he only got 4 kids enrolled, and I was one of those 4 kids. It was free, and he was just doing this thing to like teach kids music. Like looking at it at the time, it was oh, okay, I got to go in and do this thing. But looking back at that, like what a cool thing. And what he would do, he goes, all right, you play piano, you play drums, whatever. And I'm like, great. So I'm growing on the piano, I'm learning. The guitar player, who's the guitar player, so he goes, great. And we play a couple days like that. And they go, all right, everyone, we're going to learn the song Lean on Me.
Yeah.
Lean on me
Yeah, yeah.
when you're not strong. Don't, 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 don't. We play it, and then he goes, everyone move to the left. So now I'm at the guitar, and luckily because of Dad, I knew a tiny, tiny bit. And everyone moves, and nobody knows these instruments. So he shows us how to play Lean on Me just to kind of like get through the song on the instrument. And then we'd switch again. So we're playing all the instruments. Teach everybody a little bit.
I got to do this too. It was later than you, but he was still running this when I was the age to do it. And there's
You
one
did
thing,
that?
Yeah, I did that. And
I didn't know that.
One thing I remembered for that rotation, he did that for me too. Everyone just wanted to play the drums.
Everyone wants to play the drums.
Drums are the sexiest instrument.
So you want to hear something cool? When it came to my turn to play the drums, you know what song it was? Wipeout.
Of course.
But I was at the age I didn't understand yet. Like I didn't know anything about music. So in my head, I'm thinking, well, the faster you play it, the better you are.
Maybe we should have you do that in the show.
Yeah, you get to play a song in the show.
Yeah,
Why-
I shouldn't, but it's just,
I think he should play Wipeout next.
But maybe. But the cool thing about like that, learning the different instruments was a whole thing of like learning music.
Learning to speak the language.
The language of music. And it's like, I told people, I was like, I never wanted to be like a guy who says, oh, I'm a country guitar player or I'm a boogie woogie piano player. I play music.
Yeah. I mean, I can't remember all the way back, obviously, but I remember it beginning with you doing these giant shows in California.
That came shortly after that, though. First, I was playing in his band, and he'd let me do a couple songs, like Great Balls of Fire, whatever. And then I got this voice teacher. Her name was Patty McDonald.
Is this the woman who you said when we just played in Santa Cruz that one of her relatives
Her
is
granddaughter just came to the show.
coming? Crazy.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Did she like it? Did you talk?
No, she hated it.
Oh,
Nice.
She said your vocal technique is terrible.
Maybe.
No, she loved it. She
I didn't
loved
even
it.
sing.
She loved it. But what happened was I go on the TV show called Star Search. All of a sudden the phone starts ringing. I'm now the singer in the band. So Dad's like, everyone is waiting for your moment to sing. Let's just make that be the show. And so Dad steps back, and Dad's not a good harmony singer though. Dad can't sing harmony.
You know that I got a funny story about that Star Search show. So I was there too. And
You had
I
a
had
blue
to take
turtleneck on.
I had to take the bus with Mom from Santa Cruz.
Why? What?
I don't know. You drove out with Dad.
No, it's not true at all.
no.
You got that wrong.
No,
we all flew on a
Hey,
plane.
Do you need some more wine, guys? Like,
No, we flew on a plane.
No, I took the bus.
No, you
because
didn't take the bus.
I had
Hey.
a sensory memory, flashbulb memory of childhood because we were sat next to the bathroom. And from
the
this day,
bus?
I talked to Mom. We call it the stinky bus.
That's not accurate.
Yes.
fact check that with
There's
Grandma right
pictures
now.
of you with your little blue turtleneck on the airplane.
Listen, I'm not
Airplane.
saying it
The
was
first time I ever rode a
exactly the
plane.
Star Search show,
Yeah.
but it was one of those LA trips.
Well, yeah, that's a different story.
But it could be the Star Search show.
Okay, let's make it that.
Just make it.
Don't look at my camera. All right, guys, let's get on track.
Yeah. Okay. So you're in the band.
Anyway, I'm in the band. I'm
now
singing.
you're the singer.
I'm singing. I moved to Nashville. You know, I'm skipping a lot. Moved to Nashville. The whole thing.
Frankie, you just blew through like 12 years.
Those were dark. Those what I call that.
Wait, is this when he was doing beauty pageants?
Yeah, Tony was doing beauty pageants.
No, we cannot
Yes, you
skip to
were.
Nashville because this is the most fun of the entire music era.
Tony was in beauty pageants.
We got to talk about what was going on in
No,
California.
we got to talk about Mr. Petite. You won.
We're going to
Mr.
get there.
Okay.
Because at some point this timeline splits, and when I joined the band, I mean there were some backstory things that
But
went
Nashville
along with
happened
it.
first. Well, anyway, we're playing in California and doing all the fairs and festivals. Every festival, Burrito Bash, Zucchini Festival,
The Gilroy Garlic
Festival.
No, Santa Cruz was a cool, or Northern California was a cool music scene back then. Remember, like country music was like the big thing.
Yes, and this is now the '90s when country music was the big thing, and
And these
it
are
was,
giant shows. I remember going to these festivals, and there's thousands of people, and you're what 17 years old, spinning a microphone around and putting it in a holster.
I had a
right?
holster because a guy from a band called Kentucky Headhunters
Yeah.
used to do that. So I would
You had to play
sing
piano.
and I put it in the holster, and then I'd play the piano. And I remember me and Mom used to go to all the different leather shops to find the right cowhide to get the right holster made.
You were a cowboy for a while. Yeah.
I was a cowboy.
And it was
Italian
cool too because
cowboy.
I was tagging along as a young kid, and you were also doing like these huge opening acts, Luther Burbank Center, stuff like that. Like for stars of those days,
We would open for all the big country stars, John
Yeah.
Barry, all
Johnny
the,
Lee.
I was a young teenager, and we're opening for this guy Johnny Lee. He's the guy that did "Looking for Love"
Yeah,
and all.
classic.
And I remember he's out there signing CDs, and I'm signing CDs across from him. Right? He's this big giant star, and I'm nothing.
Yeah.
But we did like 4 or 5 nights in a row opening for him, and I went over and I'm like, hey man, like, can you sign one of your CDs for me? So he signed one for me, and then he goes, just so you know, these aren't the original recordings. I'm like, huh? That's a weird thing to say. And he's like, what's this here, Looking for Love? That's your song. Oh, it's a remaster. It's a remaster. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, and he starts this big dialogue with me about how the record label owned the master of Looking for Love, right?
Right.
He made the song, but the record label owned it, so he didn't get any money from it. So as he went on with his career, he re-recorded it again.
So what you're trying to say is that you're outing Johnny Lee for hawking some backroom.
No,
beat
it wasn't
recordings at
hockey.
his shows?
No, he did what Taylor Swift is doing now, but back
Oh.
then, like he just re-recorded it, so he
Oh.
owns the new masters.
That's genius.
Of his own. And he told me that, and I built a career off of that, of talking to that. We were in Santa Barbara. And he said that to me. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So like, it's very important to own your masters, own your recordings, not give them to a record label because a record label takes all the money. So like, I built a whole career not signing to a record label because of that. That being said, moved to Nashville.
Frankie, I got a question for you. Is it fair to say that your experience in Nashville, because in California you started so young, you were exposed to giant television audiences, giant crowds, things like that. It was almost like being a small fish again in Nashville.
I went out there with this mentality of like, watch
Good
this, watch this, watch what I can do. 18 years old, just graduated high school, moved to Nashville. Watch this. And we go to the bar, and I'm playing with some guys. They all just smoke me. Just smoke me. Like I just like, okay.
Can we throw some names out?
First guy that was on the stage with me was a guy named Donnie Kessman, who became our bass player for a long time, lives in Vegas now. He's standing on the stage next to me, and he's just destroying. Like, he's just...
Doesn't he play like a crazy bass?
6-string bass, 7 whatever.
Right?
Just destroying it. It was him, a guy named Randy Nations, and this drummer named Brian, who always got in fights and got us fired all the time. He'd walk off, jump off the stage and beat the hell out of some guy. Like, and we get fired. So
did this band have a name?
No name.
So it's just like everyone got together.
Everyone got a song. Randy sing a song, I sing a song, whatever. And then Donnie ended up going and playing with other bands, and a guy named Brian Glenn came in, and he started playing. He ended up playing with Marty Stewart.
Nice.
I'm like, all right, this is like, okay, we're in like a thing here. I'm going to learn. So I immediately looked at Nashville as college. That's my college to learn. Get through all that, move to Vegas.
Well, I mean, we're going to skip my whole Nashville years. I had a band too, Frankie.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
What was the band?
The Cool Tones.
The Cool Tones. You wrote Mom a letter. You wanted a baritone saxophone.
Yeah.
And Mom said, no, you can't have one. They're too expensive.
To me, that's groundbreaking. This is before the law of attraction was popular.
Wow.
And you actually came in and was the teacher for that band.
I was a producer, Tony.
That's right.
I produced the Cool Tones.
We played Tequila.
Yakety Yak.
We
Actually,
played,
I remember you posted a
Rock
video
and
on
Robin.
Facebook or an audio of you guys playing Tequila.
Mostly Tequila.
You have the audio somewhere of that.
Tequila was our closer.
Yeah, you'd open with maybe Rock and Robin, and then you'd close with Tequila.
Give Me Some Lovin'.
That was never a hit for you guys.
Yeah, the guitar player didn't really figure out that.
We had to get rid of that kid.
Yeah.
Ouch.
But you would come to all the sessions I did in Nashville. You would come to all the recording sessions.
I would love sitting in on those sessions.
We had these sessions, and it was just the greatest of the best of the best musicians in Nashville. All the top guys who were playing on all the Reba's records,
Yeah.
Garth's records, and I'm getting to play piano on these things. And you would come in with Mom and fall asleep on the couch there.
Yeah.
But you were getting to hear
So
all these
I was
musicians.
in middle school. I was playing in the school band, so I was playing saxophone at the time, right? And the record you were recording was one called 29 Royal Street, right? And so we would drive from Hendersonville to Nashville. It's like a 20-minute drive. I think I got tired from the drive, honestly.
It's a long drive.
But it was super cool. Like the recording scene was, everyone was in their own room, right? Everyone had headphones on. The couch was right next to the bass player, Dave Francis.
Dave Francis.
Oh my God. And he just tears it up on this record.
That's an era that's gone. Like he won't see that era of the studio musicians all getting together in a room in a recording studio and playing. That's not the era anymore.
Well, some of my first couple memories though, at Sony or whatever it was.
Yeah, but I mean, like for you now, like even when we make records now, that's not. You don't want to record.
No, it's,
Then we got to shout out the fact that we actually just tried to recreate that with our trio record.
yeah.
We sat in a room, we recorded the music. That's kind of as close as we've gotten in a long time, right?
We made this. We made this trio record.
Oh my gosh.
Which is kind of badass, clear. Yeah, and there's the three little Sicilian flames from Grandpa's hometown.
Yeah, I was looking more into that actually. You know what that actually is?
What?
So I love it because you haven't been to Naro
Did we get
yet.
it wrong?
No, we got it
Something
exactly
bad?
right. But it's the town crest. It's 3 fires to be meant as a lookout.
Look out!
Look out, man.
Look out, man.
So then we moved to Vegas.
Yeah, we moved.
And
to Vegas.
here's how Tony gets in the band. We moved to Las Vegas, and I start playing in this cantina.
Yep.
Not in a showroom or anything like
Mexican
this.
restaurant.
Little Mexican restaurant, in the back of a casino, and there was a pole right in front of the stage, like a support beam right in front of the
Right.
stage. So I had to move kind of off center. And I was bringing out my guys. Randy Nations was coming out and playing. Donnie Castleman, he moved here. We're playing. Donnie says he got a gig with, there was another group in town that was working a lot more days than me, almost every day. And he goes, hey, man, this is working every day. I'm like, no, you got to make money, you know? So like, I don't have a bass player. I go to California to do a show. And when I come back, what happened? Dad went into my closet. He was watching my dog, Capone at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And Dad went into the closet and took my bass, my little white bass.
I got this picture of me holding this little white bass guitar. I think I'm probably like 2 or 3 years old, right? For some reason, we did a photo shoot with me in like rocker clothes and a mohawk. I don't really know
You have a mohawk, yeah.
what that was all about. Were
You were really
Were
into
you
heavy metal.
photographing me?
I was combing her hair.
So you made the mohawk
I made the
for
mohawk.
him?
Was this one of the shots for the beauty pageants? Or
We'll talk about, that's a whole nother day of talking. That's a whole nother.
So I remember Dad set up a PA speaker and a PA head, the PA amp head.
Black and white.
You know what I'm talking about, in my bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
So I would play the bass in that speaker as loud as it would go.
Yeah.
And I mean, I loved it. That was
You were drawn to the
sound.
bass.
Yeah, for sure. I learned that song, She Caught the Katy by the Blues Brothers.
Yeah. We had that Blues Brothers record.
And then one Christmas, what do I get? A drum set, right? So now in my bedroom, I have a drum set and a PA.
And you
right?
just want to play drums because everybody wants to play drums.
But you would play drums.
Well, because everybody wants to play drums.
So I learned all the Ventures songs.
Yes, we learned all the Ventures
Yeah,
songs.
we jammed Hawaii Five-0.
That's not Ventures, but is it?
Yeah, they cut it for sure. But like Walk Don't Run,
Walk,
Pipeline.
Don't Run, Pipeline, yeah.
Yeah. So
But we'd always end with tequila. No, we didn't.
You see this guy?
Giovanni.
Go on.
Yeah. I had to stop playing saxophone because I didn't want to be in school band anymore, because to be in school band, they made you be in marching band. And marching
Yeah.
band rehearsal was at like 6:15. No. I mean, I understand. I get
That's
the
how
discipline.
jazz
I
band
love
was
it.
in high school
I
for
love
me.
it. But to be in jazz, I wanted to be in jazz band, but you had
Yeah,
to
but
be
it's
in,
still 6:15, and I was always late, so I failed. I failed music in high school.
That's crazy.
So
So then it was all about the bass. So yeah, I had that PA
No
still set
treble.
up.
I was gonna say that actually.
You were gonna say
You
it?
beat me to it, yeah.
go ahead, let's do it again. We'll edit
So
that.
okay, so from then on, I was all about the bass.
No treble.
Nice, Giovanni.
Yeah, and you happened to be at a point with the bands to where I remember there was no one steady doing it.
So Tony comes up, he
Yes.
plays a couple songs, and my mom and dad are sitting there. I'm like, and it wasn't good, but it was like,
Wow.
no, but I mean, he was a kid. He was like
Wait a
a
second.
13-year-old kid.
Well, I wasn't really impressed with your playing either.
No, it was okay. It was okay. But like, I'm like, this is gonna be good. And like, we started playing. Let's do it again. Let's do it. And then, oh my God, can you learn this one? Learn this one. Learn this one. I just released an album called 13.
My life was on track up until I joined the band. Like I had good grades.
Oh, we used to play. Where was the place we used to play in Vegas? Way late at night. We do 4 shows.
Oh, Sam's Town.
Like 11
Roxy's
to
Lounge.
3. 11 to 3. And there was we were behind a bar.
Yeah.
Nobody in the room. 2 people in the room. Little red light that would go on if we're too loud. Anyway, now you're in the band, playing in the band.
Yeah.
We start getting stuff. We start headlining. We start doing all this stuff. Great stuff.
Oh, you're jumping way ahead.
No, because
Frankie.
these are all different conversations for different days.
You're skipping the most fascinating era,
What's that?
the lounge scene in Las Vegas.
Well, yeah, that's right. Well, there isn't one anymore.
Yeah.
We were doing that.
We were
Only
all
original
in.
music. Original music.
Oh my God.
Playing our own songs, playing original music.
But then we started writing together, right?
When we started writing together, everything we played live, there was nothing that we would cover, and we'd always the place would say, no, you don't want original music. You have to play other people's songs. So we start saying, oh, this is the new John Mayer song, this is a new Dave Matthews song, but it was our songs.
Yes.
Then when we started headlining, he would come up on stage.
Yeah,
How old
full
were-
circle.
How old were you when you first started?
Well, there's pictures of me on a drum set as like a baby.
Yeah,
but I think the first time
maybe
playing on stage,
10,
it was
8,
at what was it called? Garfield's.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah, venue in Summerlin.
Garfield's.
Yeah.
Out like the.
He'd come up and he'd play one song on the drums, just like Dad did with me, just like you did, just like we come and play one song until it's like,
You know what the best thing about him playing that first song? Blew my mind. It was amazing. Like a complete natural.
Yeah.
Actually, it was. That's true. Like, no, actually, when he did come up, you can go like, this kid's a drummer. This kid's a drummer, right? And he'd play, and then like we were headlining, we're doing this stuff. He'd come up and play a song in the show, but then he wanted to dance, and he was like all into this like, what's that stuff? What's that dance?
Well,
he
no,
used to
because
do?
okay, you said if you keep playing the drums, you'll be in the band by 18.
If you keep playing the drums,
And then I
practice,
stopped
yeah.
because I was into like the Jabberwockies.
Yeah, you got into
Yeah.
dancing stuff, and
I was not a good dancer.
so he'd open the shows with these weird little Corey Feldman kind of stuff,
Yeah, I remember that.
yeah.
and
Not
he
my
just
proudest-
stopped playing drums
This
forever.
was like 3 years ago.
No, but
Wow.
so to bring this to almost to where we're at,
Yeah.
we're off touring, doing great stuff. We started making hit records,
Doing pretty good for yourself.
playing Carnegie Hall, Kennedy Center, Buckingham Palace, playing all these cool places. COVID hits just as we were releasing this new record that we're so stoked on, Back to the Boogie. We're like, this is going to be a good one for us. COVID hits, nowhere to play, everything shuts down, the whole thing. And we start playing these little speakeasy thing at Saffron, at the Indian restaurant.
Are we allowed to say that?
Yeah, and then we're like, hey, while you're here, do you remember
Raj-
do you remember how to play the drums? And you come and play the same song over and over. I'm sorry.
No, but
Sorry.
that happened just because you brought me in to eat dinner or something one day, and it
Yeah.
was set up, and you're like, just go and do it.
So he would come in and he'd play, and he would just constantly play, I'm sorry. We're like, and he'd go like, was it good? And we're like, great. It was okay.
It was great.
It was okay.
It was amazing.
Thanks.
And I remember one night he's doing this all the time, and now he's like back into I want to play drums. Can I do 2 songs, Dad? Do one.
Well, I remember what sparked that. We took a trip to San Diego for our cousin's wedding.
Right.
And it was a jam session.
A jam,
the whole
and he-
family
and he just
knew
kept
a little
jamming.
bit.
Yeah.
And our other cousin played a song on drums.
San Diego.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we come back to Saffron and he's playing, and I remember exactly like it happened this morning. Like I remember he goes, Dad, how was that tonight? He's played I'm Sorry again, of course. I'm like, you were rushing a little bit here, and like go to the right on this, and then I start going like, I'm kind of being like picky, but like, that's because he's there, kind of. Like now I can be critical with him like that instead of going like, good job, buddy.
Right.
Like I could be critical, and he got all butthurt about it.
Yeah, I was really upset.
Giovanni, I got a question for you about that drum beat for that song, I'm Sorry.
Okay.
Do you know why that drum beat is that drum beat? Came off a 1980s
That's right.
keytar program drum.
That we took to Egypt when we were writing
So
songs.
we wrote the song, hit that drum thing, and that was the drum
And it was
part.
just, just a basic beat.
Love it.
Yep.
didn't know
That's
that.
how you got your start. So then
Let's go.
so then we start having Giovanni play with us regularly at the Indian restaurants. We're like, we want him to be in the band, but he can't. We have a great drummer who is loyal and amazing and killed it. So we're like, play congas. So he starts getting all the nice congas, and he's playing congas in the band.
Hey, I think I got pretty good at those.
You got really good
I
on
can-
those. And then one day, the drummer can't make the show. It's at the Indian restaurant thing we're doing. And I go, can you cover the night? And we went in and rehearsed, the 3 of us, remember?
Yeah.
That's when
And-
you taught me triplets.
Triplets.
And I had no idea how to do it. But he was like, nope.
Why don't you explain to everyone what a triplet is?
Yeah, Giovanni.
Oh my God.
And so he's starting to learn the kit. Well, I'm in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And I get a phone call from the drummer, and he's like, hey, I'm doing this Broadway show. No, I have to go leave and do this Broadway show. I'm like, oh man, I'm so bummed out because like this guy was like amazing. And
It was
I'm
awesome.
like, okay, I got to call Giovanni. So I hang up the phone, and Lacey goes, oh my God, call Giovanni right away. He's gonna be so excited. Call Giovanni right away, and he's got to learn our entire catalog, which is huge. So I call him, he learns it, and he starts playing the drums in the band.
My first show where he quit was in the Bahamas.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I
Yeah.
messed up a song so bad. I was so embarrassed. I was like, I don't think I can do this. It was Respect.
yeah, you
Like,
messed it up
Ashley
really
sang it.
bad.
The double time part, you know?
Yeah, we went to double time, and you really messed
So that
it
was
up.
my first gig on the drums, and I was so embarrassed. Like,
Honestly, I thought it was an interesting take and a brave choice on a new arrangement.
just jazz, right?
It's jazz. We're like, oh, it's weird. My son plays jazz.
You know, what's exciting about doing these conversations too is that, man, it's flying by this timeline of our history. So we're gonna have to come back and break down a few other
Right.
crazy stories.
Guys, that makes me realize I want to call a family meeting. For the last week, Giovanni came over to my house. We went and we watched a concert in town, right? And Giovanni came over. We were drinking a little bit. And
A lot of bit, probably,
decided, well, I'm not going to drive, which is smart. You know, he Ubered home. And he left his car at my house. He left his car at my house, and he parks it right in front. Lacey has one of those electric cars. And
Is
she has
this
to
really
charge
what we're
it.
going to talk about?
Yes, he has to charge it in front of the house. So he goes, well, what time's Lacey getting home? I go, she gets home at midnight. He goes, I'll come back and get it later today.
How does Lacey like the electric car?
I don't know.
I have an electric car and I love it.
I think it's great, but like you can only go so far.
Yeah, but the idea of pulling into a gas station and touching those dirty handles and paying and
I like the
dumping
dirty
this
handles.
dinosaur juice into your car, like, isn't that just crazy?
Look, I've eaten pesticide. I don't care about those handles. Here's to the family.
Hey, you know, Giovanni and Frankie, cheers to you guys.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to you.
No, cheers to you
No,
guys.
cheers- no, you.
To you.
You guys,
You.
No, to you.
cheers.
You. Cheers.
Cheers to you.
But yeah, but he leaves his car,
Yeah.
and I'm like, we got to get it. And so Lacey comes home. She parks in the driveway, and she can't charge. 2 days.
That's the
3
problem with
days,
the electric cars.
5 days, 7 days. He leaves his car. What the hell is he
It
doing?
wasn't
That he
7
doesn't
days
need his
because-
car.
So here's the thing, you know.
I know,
7 days of no car at all.
I didn't have to go anywhere.
I know the solution.
And Lucci was just yelling at me.
Extension cord.
Yeah, or just that. But that was really your meeting? That's what you wanted to
That's
talk
the
about?
meeting. You can't leave the
My
car.
meeting is that it wasn't 7 days, it was maybe like 5.5.
No, it was
so,
7
So he's
days.
already wrong about this.
I'm not wrong. 7
I
days.
got
did leave my
something.
car there.
I have a meeting I'd like to discuss for Giovanni. When we're flying,
Oh.
he always leaves his carry-on bag with you right before
Oh, my God.
the flight boards.
This
he
kid-
goes to the bathroom, he leaves
He goes,
his luggage.
can you watch the
Yeah.
back? They're like boarding A group. Hey, watch my back. I got to go to the bathroom. They're like boarding B group. And we have all his crap.
You know what? I have nothing to say to that because that is true.
Yeah, and you can't do
And,
that. You can't do that.
But the thing is, I don't want to bring my bag in the bathroom.
You know what time it is? It's time for Fam Mail. So this is a thing. So if you want to ask a question to us, you can write into fanclub@frankiemarino.com, and you can send us a question if you want us to talk about this question. So this one just came in. It's Janet from Reno. Janet says, "What's it like working with your family? I've run a business for several years with my sibling, and sometimes it can be a nightmare. How do you guys manage?" I thought it said marinate. How do you guys manage not to argue, or do you?
I didn't really hear what you said there, but
I'll
my
say it
question
again.
is, hold on. What's it like being named Janet from Reno? Like, there's got to be jokes about that.
Janet?
Janet Reno is.
I don't have her last name. We don't want to give that stuff out because people don't want to have that stuff.
That's actually my password.
Janet from Reno? Sorry, Janet. No, she wants to know what it's like working
I'm
with
just
family.
kidding,
Do we
Janet. I'm sorry.
argue?
I mean, sometimes you really piss me off.
Yeah, it depends.
I don't think we argue that much. Considering
We really only argue like on stage, if anything. But not even like arguing. It's like,
Lack of listening on Giovanni's part.
yeah.
well,
don't
I got a
listen.
good story for Giovanni, but like me and you,
You guys
I don't think we have
Couple
time.
times.
I don't think we have time
No.
to argue because there's too much shit to always do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like Tony, you're running all the tour managing stuff. I
Frankie,
mean,
that's episode 3.
okay. All right. We'll do that. But Giovanni, I do have a story about arguing. We're on stage, and he's not just the drummer who's killing it. He's also my kid,
Absolutely killing it.
and he's on stage.
This is Washington?
Let me tell this story if you don't mind.
Wait, okay.
No,
I think
we're in Washington. We're in
Yes.
an old classic theater, really cool,
Very cool
old
looking,
school,
yeah.
Like northern Washington,
Mount Vernon, I
Puget
think?
Sound area, yeah. And it was a very, very stressful situation. The PA, the sound was not hooked up right. The guys doing it, we were just, it wasn't running smoothly. Let's just say that, right? And the stress level was high. So we were coming close to showtime. Doors were opening. Things were not right. And honestly, that can be very, very stressful.
Yeah.
So what happens when Giovanni has something that sidetracks the momentum and progress of the sound check? it just boils over.
Yeah. Well, Giovanni also, he likes to take his time with things, and I'm not really that way. I like to move through.
So it must have been very odd for the sound guys to hear you yelling, screaming at the
they
top
don't
of
know
your
he's,
lungs.
they don't know
I
he's
was
my
your son,
kid. They don't know like we're family, and like I'm yelling at them, and they're like,
But it's not
this
even yelling.
is
It's like, buddy,
focus.
And now the entire band still quotes that to this
And then
day.
he says to the
I'm
sound
yelling at
guy, he says, I need an extension cord. I go, no, don't give him an extension cord. You don't need an extension cord. First, you need to get the tracks right, whatever like that. And the guys look at me like.
I also think this lends to itself to a bigger matter of overall you are kind of mean to Giovanni.
That might be.
How about
maybe.
that's my family meeting?
Guess what?
That's my family meeting.
I love you, buddy.
I love you too, Dad.
All right. So they gave me some rapid fire questions here that we can all answer together.
Okay,
this is rapid fire. We have to answer these fast, one word things. This is what we're going to call the lightning round. Okay, ready?
Wait, how does this work? Do we answer one at a time? Or
Just whatever
is it
happens.
Specific.
Who is always late?
Giovanni?
Giovanni.
Me.
Okay. Who eats the most?
You.
You.
Yeah. Especially when we're on the road, like it's
On the
hard,
road
and it's all that
because-
garbage food.
So like we're staying in hotels and stuff. All there really is to do is either go to the pool or eat.
I know.
You know, it's
Who would survive the longest if they were stranded?
that's.
Probably
Wow.
Tony.
I think that's
Wow.
probably.
Why?
But
Why would you say that? I'm
Because
curious.
you're like you and ChatGPT have become like a
You're like a big
you have a
old bear.
bond, and I think you can ask it like, what do I do? There's a bear coming.
If a bear was to come, they'd go after
the
weak
ChatGPT,
link. No, that means he wouldn't survive in the wilderness. Then,
he would
if they're going after ChatGPT, that means
if he didn't have his chat.
What if you don't have a phone?
I think you'd do well. I couldn't do it.
how about this is another.
He
rapid
definitely
fire.
could do it.
How long do you think you could survive in the wilderness?
I can't. I can't even be in the wilderness. The bugs.
Too many bugs.
Who spends the most money?
You.
That's,
Well, okay,
It depends on what you're talking about.
right.
Yeah.
So maybe yes.
Oh, yeah, this is- wait.
Clothes.
Travel.
who loses the
travel.
most money is different.
Gambling.
Gambling is not like spending though; it's losing.
All right. Who talks the most?
That's it.
That's me. Who overanalyzes everything?
I could say Giovanni on that one.
You think so?
Giovanni doesn't pay any attention to anything.
That's because he's.
You
Thinking.
do a thing like when we're making a record,
Right,
like
yeah.
we get it, we're like, this is great. And you're like, but what if that was a cello?
You know what? I agree with that.
And we have to like redo
But
the
I
whole
wouldn't
damn
call it
thing.
overanalyzing. I'd say you're just trying to make it.
I wouldn't call it overanalyzing.
Who has the shortest temper?
you.
Who's the biggest perfectionist?
Giovanni.
No, I think you.
I'd say you too. Yeah.
I don't think I
Like,
care.
You know, this is. I love this. This is eye-opening. Why? Tell me why would you?
I
say
think okay. Let's
me?
talk.
Like-
Let's talk records or shows. Like when we're doing like I get an idea and I go like let's just run with that. That sounds great. That goes back to the overanalyzing. You're like no. What if we try this? You want to try all the things, and make it perfect. For me, like I think I heard a juggler, a clown once who was juggling and he dropped a pin and he said nothing's more boring than perfection. That's amazing to me. Nothing's more boring.
So he's juggling with 2 pins.
I don't know what happened. I wasn't watching.
So you're saying he always juggles with?
No,
3
he
pins.
likes perfection. He wants it to be right. Where like I'm fine with it being sloppy.
You know, I'm learning a lot about myself.
I hope so, Tony. I hope so. Who
too.
gets the most nervous before a show?
Oh, that's hard because I don't think any of us really get nervous.
Dad.
Oh, that's good. on
Dad
that.
can't hang.
I don't even.
I don't know how he even
Dude,
did that.
That's his own.
That
that's
show
his
we
own
did
thing.
as the 4 of us.
Dad
was-
would do shows and he would.
He was like shaking in the back.
when you guys before you were even born, Tony, like he would be doing his weekend thing with the Moreno brothers, and he'd be ironing his shirts. We had this ironing board that came out of the wall in the kitchen. I don't know why I was like that. And he would iron he always had a baby blue, powdered blue dress shirt he'd always wear, and then he'd roll the sleeves up 2 rolls, and then he'd have his perm, and he'd put on the shirt, get ready to go. And he's making his set list. I go, Dad, what are you doing? Making a set list.
I think we need Dad on the show to come
Sweating.
defend himself.
but he
Sweat.
definitely
He gets the most nervous.
But I will say,
I don't
just-
feel that nervousness. Do you?
No, I don't.
I feel excited. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
excited.
I
I
want to
did.
be on.
I did
stage.
one time. I did one
Where?
time. We played a little show up in Santa Rosa, California.
Hot Dog Junction?
No, it was a different show. And I remember being totally petrified.
I was petrified for Dancing with the Stars when we did the live, and there's like 33 or 34 million people watching. You're going live. 5, 4, and I'm like, I lose my mind. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna know my words.
I was nervous for the last Santa Cruz show because I knew we had a bunch of family and stuff in the crowd, and they were gonna be judging us.
I get a little nervous for the Westgate, like when we're playing in Elvis's theater. I get a little nervous in there.
I feel like that's more.
I feel like we have
honestly,
to bring it.
now that I think about it, I kind of am nervous all the time.
I'm nervous right now.
I get nervous for these. Who tells the worst jokes?
You got one for us?
Yeah. What kind of room has no doors and no windows? A mushroom.
Okay, next.
Who's the worst at texting back?
Yeah, Giovanni.
This kid will text you. Hey, he'll text me in the morning. Hi. I go, hey, buddy, what's going on? 6 hours later.
Yeah. Okay.
No good.
I agree.
Who always shows up more than prepared?
You. No. Like, let's talk about going to the airport. You know,
Mundo.
None
Mundo's
of the
always-
above option?
None of us. And the last one on here, who drinks?
Wait. You know,
those are fun. I
That's
like
not
those.
fair. I mean, when are we not prepared? Is that what you're
No,
saying?
who shows up most like over prepared?
Can't you just say the three of us are equally
You
prepared
know who's
Yes.
and
over prepared?
efficient?
Mary and Craig. They show up at the airport 5 hours
Over
before our
prepared.
flight.
Mary and Craig run our fan club.
They pack their bags.
They
a
pack
month
their bags a month
they
before
have
the
to
show.
leave.
They
Yeah.
show up. That's true.
I like
Over-prepared.
getting to the airport early.
Lounge.
You don't want to sit in the airport.
No,
you
you
love
got
sitting in the lounge.
bottomless mimosas at
I
the
want to. I
lounge
want to
and
roll
you know,
in, walk off, and onto the plane. That's how I like it.
What if there's a curveball?
Who drinks the most whiskey?
We're being whiskey specific here?
Yeah, whiskey
Whiskey.
specific.
I would
then
say you.
probably then.
Yeah, I never drink whiskey.
If I go out, I'm
I
not.
hate whiskey.
I'm not
You
getting
used to
whiskey.
drink whiskey all the time.
Well, are we talking? Are we accumulating our entire intake of whiskey? Or are we talking about on a regular basis, like consistently? now?
Who drinks the most whiskey?
You probably do.
You.
I don't drink the most whiskey because if I go out with my friends or something, I get like a vodka soda. You know, I'm not like getting whiskey all the
with
time.
your friends.
If it was who drinks the most vodka, then probably.
You know,
me,
this is
because
bad considering we have so many whiskey songs.
I love whiskey, but
No,
whiskey's like reserved for the shows.
Yeah,
you
no.
know, that's
Frankie writes all those whiskey songs.
No,
He likes the
I
whiskey.
think we all like the whiskey.
We actually wrote a song called Tito's and Turbulence that is unreleased that we're gonna it's coming out soon.
See, once you see, if
We put it on Reddit.
You know what kills? You know what's the worst thing to kill a good idea?
mushroom
Talking
joke?
about it. Talking about it. As soon as you put it out there, now there's
I'm
going to
not
be
saying
20
it's-
songs that are written.
No,
like
You know,
that.
so you know how I was saying Frank is always mean to Giovanni? Look at this. Look at
He
this.
thinks
This
I
is
have
not help-
terrible ideas, and it's
No, I think you have great ideas. I'm saying don't talk about your ideas. The surefire way to
It's
kill
not
an
an idea,
idea
it's
is to
already a-
tell
Frankie,
someone about it.
Frankie, leave Giovanni alone.
All right,
Thank you.
guys, I think this went pretty good.
Oh,
First
are we
one.
at the end?
We're
Yes,
done?
first one.
Oh, wow, that's
Next time we're going to talk about the worst gigs ever.
There's
The
a lot,
worst
yeah.
gigs.
Oh yeah.
So some bands have like a couple of stories. I think we got a lot of stories about worst gigs.
Oh boy.
I'd like to end this with a toast. I hope you guys at home liked this. We're going to end this with a little toast. All right. Tony, Giovanni, did you have fun? I thought this
I
went
think this
very
is really
well.
fun. Yeah, I really like this. Except
Really?
that my dad is so mean to me.
No, that's not true.
No, I'm just kidding. I love you, Dad.
I love you,
I love you,
buddy.
Daddy.
The arc of this this conversation has been very enlightening.
All right, so here's a toast. We're going to end all these with a good toast, all right? I got one here. Here's to family,
Cheers.
the ones that you're born with, the ones you find along the way, and the ones crazy enough to keep showing up. May your stories get better every time you tell them. May you always have someone waiting to pull up a chair to hear them. And may the music that's playing in the background be a song that we wrote.
Hey.
Cheers.
I like that a lot.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.